All clean. Interesting day today. How's your day? Yeah, the boys are moving, making progress. Making progress. And a very good afternoon to you, everybody, and welcome to Choochin on a Monday afternoon. I don't have a green screen, I don't have a teleprompter, but I do live in the most colorful neighborhood in the world. It's time again for a little bit of Choochin here on a Monday. What I want to talk about today, Stellar, one of the YouTube channels, one of the guys up in the Northwest, made a video today about bottom of YouTube, shit show and eye bleach and all that. And I thought I would do a little bit of a response today, and I'm happy to do so. It's not something I've really done in the past, as those of you on the channel know. This whole 2018 has been a real departure for me, but I'll tell you, it feels good. It really feels good. And it feels good to really stand up for yourself and hold your ground. And yeah, I woke up and saw his video today, and it was basically about how my Hangouts have become a place for mean people to congregate, and that it's not what Hangouts are meant to be. Today I want to address that. You see by the title, I call it Stellar's Sheltered Workshop, because in reality we live in two alternate universes. I live in a universe of being raised rough and tumble, not polished, rough and tumble, and being able to take care of my own, and oftentimes, sometimes wrongly, assuming other people do the same. So I tend to attract like people that tend to be strong, and strength is something that I admire in people. But when you have a hangout on YouTube, you're on a social media platform, and you're on a platform mainly with, and certainly on the bottom of YouTube where we all dwell. We find ourselves in a situation where we're surrounded by adults, and generally adults in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. It's an adult community. And people that enter the community, people that come on to Hangouts, they realize that. This isn't a political debate. This is not discussions about paleontology. This is not discussions about archaeology. This is not discussions about philosophy and theology, anthropology and sociology. This is hard knuckles hangout fun on Saturday nights. This is people that come in, want to shoot the shit and have a good time. Now I will tell you, I've been doing Hangouts for almost 2.5 years. And at this point in time, I think I have the longest running weekly, regularly scheduled Hangout of anybody I know of, especially on the bottom of YouTube, surpassing Drury Nadav's great Friday night Hangouts. I don't say that with any point of pride. I say when you've done almost 150 Hangouts, including ones during the week, it's inevitable that once in a while things aren't going to go right, and people's feelings are going to be hurt, and things are going to be said, and people get offended, and people come and go. Now if you listen to Stellar, you would think it's Stellar and Company versus Rosie, and there's nobody stacked up on the other side. There's not one other person. But the truth of the matter is, Most of the people that came on my Hangout years ago are still around. Most of my friends from years ago are still around. Sure, we bob and weave out of each other's lives once in a while, but they're still around. That includes people like Nicole G, been a friend of mine for 5 years. Shay, we often come in and out of each other's lives, but we always find a way to come back together. Other people in my Hangout, Ellie, other people. Hello. They have been coming on to the Hangouts for years. Even had Pounder come on last week. What a treat that was. Jeff T. Rowe. It's amazing the people that have stuck with it, and it's amazing the number of people that really enjoy that Saturday night hangout. And hangouts in general. Way back in November, some stuff went wrong between a couple people. And as Stella rightly said, I wasn't a part of that. When the stuff went down, when I leave, you know, I do a hangout after 6 or 7 hours, I'm cooked. That's a long time to do a hangout, standing on your feet or sitting for an hour and basically doing a monologue for the first hour and then checking the side chat and then paneling people up. It's a long night. It's a very long night. So usually, you know, I might have a little fun in the after chat and then I'm usually gone. But the after chat can continue indefinitely and that room can stay open indefinitely as long as people have the link. But some things came down in the after chat I was not privy to. But that following Monday, my friend Cooper came in hot and loaded in the sense of angry on my side chat on Monday and said, I am steaming. I got to get this off my chest. I have no warning, no idea what's coming. Of course I give him a link. He wants to be heard, of course. Other people panel, great. My point is I can't be responsible for what other people do, and I won't be responsible for it. People have the ability to click off of a hangout, and they have the ability to stop watching. They have the ability not to be involved in it. And that's your big out, Stellar Joe. That's your big out, that you don't be involved in it. If you don't like it, YouTube has probably another 1,000 live streams at any particular time that people can click on and watch. That's number one. Number two, these are adult hangouts. People like to get together on Saturday night and they like to laugh. They like to shoot the shit and they like to drink. I do. I'm not trying to have a philosophical tete-a-tete. I'm not trying to discuss the latest State Department initiatives on North Korea. I'm there to have fun, drink a 6-pack or so of beer, and hang out with my friends. Sometimes, yeah, it gets rowdy. So my best advice to you and other people is think of it as a saloon in the Old West. Think of Miss Kitty in Gunsmoke. When the shit hits the fan in the saloon, you know what she does? She has the boys just throw both of the offending parties through the saloon door and out in the street. She doesn't shut the saloon down because somebody's feelings got hurt. You don't blame the saloon keeper because you have problems with other people on hangouts. You handle your own stuff. So that's my best advice to you, is think of it like a Wild West saloon where people come in to drink and have fun on a Saturday night. That way you'll get the perfect idea of what I like my hangouts to be. And a lot of other people like that too. And dozens of people on the side chat get recognized and talked to and treated and have fun, and they matter. So they show up week after week. Another big component of the hangouts. Well, maybe it'll give you an idea that maybe you're looking for like a sheltered workshop type environment where we have certain, you know, words or expressions and things we got to be touchy-feely about everything. this sheltered workshop. This sheltered workshop hangout could be ideal for that type of environment. In the meantime, I'll end on this. There's been quite a dramatic change in you, especially since this whole Elvis thing came down, and it's not for the better. Weeks ago, you stood up and said, this is a person that needs help. Well, when it became obvious this person was not going to be taken down and was going to be able to continue to have a channel, and trust me, I don't like the content. Boy, did you flip-flop. All of a sudden you went from a man of compassion to joining those side chats and having a lot of fun. Compassion, right out the window. You changed a lot, and people have seen it recently. So I'll leave it on this note in wrapping this up. You and I are no worse than anybody else, but we're no better than anybody else either. Thanks for watching, everyone.